Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, I shall be discussing The Oval, Season 3, Episode 19. Stacy is off this week, so let's see what I can do solo. It's been a very while since I did one of these by myself, but it won't be that hard because Tyler Perry don't give us that much to talk about in the first place. All right. So this episode, we start off with Kareem magically appearing on his couch with Dale walking out of the bathroom, I guess, trying to be like, what the fuck are you doing, Kareem? Which is what I'm asking. What is Kareem doing on his couch, apparently completely okay, besides of the fact that he's kind of dazed and babbling a little bit? But where the fuck has he been? And what did Gripply and or Hunter do to him? Like, they made no effort to show us what happened to Kareem when Hunter said, I'm going to show you what can happen when you're at the hands of the president of the United States and all this other bullshit. Like, I thought he was going to get waterboarded or something, or electrocuted like old girl in the Ruthless or something. They show us nothing. He don't even have any bruises, don't have any broken arms. I'm like, he's just standing there like, what's going on? It doesn't make sense. Okay, so what happened to him? All right. So then it turns into Dale has to be like, hey, how about we call Sharon and let Sharon know that you're okay? And Sharon's been spending all this time over at Richard's house and Barry's house. We're going to get into that silly shit in a minute. But anyway, so we get to them at the house. Sharon is talking to Kareem, and all of a sudden, Barry is feeling disrespected. Barry. Now let's review what Barry has done, shall we? All right. Barry has kicked Sharon out of the house that he don't even live in, all right, his parents' house, with nothing more than an office box full of a couple of shoes, okay? He was fucking another woman in said house when Sharon ran back into him. He also drove his father's truck into Sharon's job, right? And almost beat her. And she lost their baby, okay? Trying to help him. But he's feeling disrespected. Fuck Barry. That's what I say. But somehow, then he steps up to Richard again. And Nancy is there. And I'm like, why didn't Richard just whoop Barry's ass? Like, I mean, that's what should have happened. We all remember, right, when Richard went into the projects of DC and went Denzel Washington Equalizer and beat up like at least four, maybe five thugs in the middle of the projects by himself. Okay, so there's no reason why he can't handle Barry. Again, Barry has no job, living in his parents' house, not paying rent, smoking weed, fucking random women in the house. Also, again, he's the one that was in the car with Richard when he shot a magic bullet that killed some man, okay? And he drove Richard's truck into fucking Kareem's pharmacy because he saw Kareem. I think he was having sex with Sharon at the time. But I'm like, this is ridiculous. And Nancy was doing some fake ass, no, Richard, don't hurt our son, as Barry is steadily talking shit. So I'm like, he should have just whipped his ass. All right. Anyway, so then Nancy finally gets out the way and Richard goes off. Tyler Perry does not know how to coordinate fights or any type of like conflict interaction whatsoever. Like, the shit looked bad. Like, it looked very unpolished. But it's Tyler Perry, right? So how else is it supposed to look, I guess? But anyway, as Barry is being escorted out the house, I'm thinking, where is that nosy neighbor? Because she would have been absolutely hilarious in this particular scene. This would have been the kind of neighborhood drama that she just would have she would have elevated and just told everybody in the neighborhood. Also, where's their other neighbors? Why is it only the loudmouth nosy neighbor? And again, she hasn't been seen in quite a few episodes. So I'm like, where's everybody else? Also, where the fuck is Barry going? Like, he don't have any friends. So where is he gonna stay? Where is he gonna sleep? I mean, if he's just walking around the neighborhood aimlessly, waiting for his parents to let him back into the house, I mean, I guess, but I'm like, where is Barry going? And looking at looking at Nancy, she is probably the most useless character on this show. And that's saying a lot, okay? Because a lot of these characters don't seem to have a purpose. But really, Nancy has no purpose. She's like, especially in this episode, she seemed like a simple-minded maid whose only job in life is to serve people food. That's it. She's like, hello, Barry. Hello, Richard. Would you like some food? Hello, Dale. Would you like some food? I'm like, why the fuck does Tyler Perry write these characters like this, especially women characters? Why is she just woman just walking around just trying to serve food to people? Like, it's not helpful. Like, she's not fucking helpful. Then Sharon is sitting there feeling frustrated about this whole situation. Then Nancy comes in with this bullshit about, Sharon, you can let me know because I've picked up a couple of things. So then Sharon's like, well, yeah, the president, brought me to the White House. Then he came to the pharmacy. Then he kidnapped fucking Kareem. And all of a sudden, Sharon is shaking herself and, oh my God, don't tell me no more. I was like, why does she look so ignorant? Like, hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. Let me know if you got any questions or thoughts about this show so we can make this a discussion. But yeah, Sharon's getting on my damn nerves. And then her sitting up there like, don't talk to me. She reminded me of Zeke. When Diana was like, Monet's your mama. And he's like, I don't want to hear that. Monet, not my mama. I was like, oh, Nancy is useless. She's useless and annoying. But anywho, I'm sure she'll be serving food the one day. So Richard goes over and gets Kareem and brings him to the house. So I cannot wait for Barry to finally try to sneak back into his parents' house, and then he got to fight Kareem again, which won't take too long because Barry can whoop Kareem's ass like very easily. Like, that was already been established. Like, Kareem can't fight, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Anyway, so the Barry Richard somewhat interaction was probably the most exciting part of this episode. All right, which is not saying much for the overall series. But anyway, let's talk about the big meeting between the vice president, his wife, Bobby Bottom. Hey, Zachary, how's it going? So Bobby Bottom, Mad Max was there. Sam was there, and they're trying to get their evidence together so they can take down Hunter. Okay. So let's go through the evidence. All right. So the major thing that they brought up, which does make sense, is that now they're focused on Gene's murder, right? And they should. Like, that's a serious thing, right? But then but after that, also, the vice president and his wife don't go, oh, damn, my sources who told me that it was the president that killed Gene were wrong. Barry needed to be yelled at. He needs to get his ass whooped. Like, he's beyond yelling at this point, because several times Richard and Nancy told him to shut the hell up, and he just kept on talking. Barely finally got put out. I wonder, will Sharon go backwards to work at the pharmacy? She don't got a lot of choices. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't make good decisions. Like, she has a sister. Like, what happened to the sister? Like, she should go find another man. It can't be that hard. Like, she needs to go. She should have took Hunter up on his offer. I mean, okay, apartment, stock options, like, they need to do that shit. I hope Kyle realizes if he kills Sam, he will not get out of the bunker because the code changes every 5 minutes. Let's talk about that dumb shit. So what piece of technology is Sam using that he gets the cipher to that code every 15 minutes, right? Then it was not only does Sam get it, Donald told the president that the vice president and Sam get this magical code, which I don't know if Tyler Perry fucked up his writing or if Donald was trying to make Hunter more scared or upset at the vice president. I don't know why the story changed, but you've never seen Sam pick up any kind of piece of technology and go, oh, the cipher has changed. As we already discussed, those big ass holes in the cell that Kyle are in, he could easily have grabbed him before waiting for Sam to give him some food and just beat the shit out of Sam. And he didn't even need a gun. He had 2 guns. Explain to me why Donald did not go down there and see his man. If Gripley just told him that Kyle has been in the White House this entire time, why didn't Donald go down there and talk to him? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? He's been calling everybody, threatening people, looking for this man, and he's downstairs. Okay? Doesn't make any sense. Sam says he should cheat on his wife. He did. When did he say that? I realized. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, didn't they have this meeting last episode minus Sam? Yes, they've been prepping for this bullshit. Let's bring the evidence together meeting. Yes. So the vice president has met with Bobby Bottom and Mad Max separately from his meeting with Sam, but now they're all together. But now they haven't really brought it together. So the evidence that they're going through, right? Why didn't Max or Bobby bring up the fact that Hunter launched a drone strike against them on American soil? Like, that's a big deal. Okay. Why didn't Max bring up the fact that Kyle kidnapped his son, which he has never called or even gone to go see? Like, Mad Max has made no effort to confirm if his son is okay. Also, don't you remember Agent Yuma that Kyle murdered? Like, Max has not even brought that up. Diane's murder has not been brought up. There's so many things, but they want to spend so much time talking about Donald having sex with Kyle. What the fuck does that got to do with anything? Like, it doesn't make sense. In Barry's defense, his daughter is MIA, and the woman that they're defending is cheating on him over and over again. Stop. You can't cheat on someone who kicks you out the house, okay? So Sharon is not cheating on Barry. Barry kicked this poor woman out of her house. And while the daughter was MIA, Sharon lost their baby, while Richard, her, and Dale were driving to help Barry get his daughter back, okay? Barry is an asshole, okay? There's no defense of Barry in no way, shape, or form, okay? And he fucked some random Rakadouchi woman, okay? So, no, that's not what we're doing, okay? We're not defending Barry in any way. I am wondering if Sharon and Dale would go back to work at the pharmacy. They need to do something because they don't have any healthcare benefits. Like, they need to find new jobs to pay for those medical bills that they got. I mean, remember, she was in the hospital because of the car accident, trying to help Barry. Dale was in the car accident, and he got shot with non-lethal bullets. Whatever the fuck that means. And so, seriously, medical bills need to be taken care of. Last week, they had the same meeting with Bobby and Max. Yes, Bobby didn't tell about his affair. Bobby didn't tell about his affair with Kyle. Also, I see your point. But also, it was not brought up that Donald, in fact, hired Kyle, who hired Bobby to seduce Lily. Remember that, all right? That's how Bobby met Lily, was because Kyle hired him to seduce her at the airport because she wasn't having sex with her secretly gay husband, just for the record. Nancy is like a Stepford wife. She is, bro. She is simple as fuck. And I'm like, why is she on the show? She's not helpful, okay? Sam's character arc has changed to the point that he regret cheating on his wife. I think I like this story. He always regretted cheating on Priscilla. Like, he never tried to justify it. He just said he was walking around with a hard dick and he had no choice but to stick it in her. I mean, so I'm not sure what the difference is. Somehow, the whole storyline about Victoria taking the morning after pill is just gone. I don't know what happened to that. I mean, I do want a Veronica Harrington 2.0 to end up pregnant. That would be hilarious. He kicked her out after the second cheating. The first cheating, he saw her screwing Kareem, not defending, but Sharon doesn't make much of a leg to stand on. I see your point, Sharon, but also Barry doesn't fucking work, right? He talks a lot of shit to her. He was verbally abusive to her early in the series, which is why she ended up with Kareem. Also, Kareem cheated on her too before she even got with Barry. Neither one of them are good men. Fucking Barry driving a truck into this man's business is not how you resolve issues. Like, Barry is not a good dude, okay? But I'm saying, but somehow they forgot that, again, he's the one that kicked her out. And now you try to have sex with her again after he smoked some weed. It don't make any sense. The way Richard threw Barry out the house, it was funny, but again, Richard has a lot more fighting skills. Like, he really should have beat his son's ass. Like, he would have been worth it. It would have. She's busy to kill off her son. Yeah, Veronica Harrington, she's got to make some type of effort because he's going to talk. So what does that even mean? All right. Jason has already confessed to murdering Jean, and I think he confessed to murdering Denise. The only thing he could say, his parents helped cover the shit up. But I think that's already implied by the fact that it's been covered up until this point. So it's not like he has much more to say about them. That what Hunter likes to cheat on his wife, that's not what is impeachable. So Bill Clinton got impeached for lying about cheating on his wife, not actually cheating on his wife. That's not a federal crime or anything, but he has nothing to really say. And really, Veronica Harrington has already thrown Jason under the bus. So if they kill him, I guess it's only so they can let Lauren / Gail, who's behind me right here, come back to the show so she has a job. I think Richard he was the equalizer. Richard was the equalizer, but somehow Tyler Perry forgot, because he definitely has not put his hands on Barry like he should have. I do not understand that at all. Like, Richard took way too much shit from Barry. And he's always entitled. Like, he's always like, this was needs to be done, and you need to listen to me, and people need to respect me. I was like, no, they don't, Barry. You're not someone who needs to be respected. And Sharon does make bad decisions. I mean, just overall. But now, anyway, Richard, the bodyguard / butler, is taking care of Dale, Sharon, Nancy, and all in this house. Like, he's gonna protect all of them when he's going to work. So Kareem did make a point when he's like, "What you gonna do when you're just the butler?" That was how are you gonna serve? Yeah, that's what he says. How are you gonna save any of these people? Again, I need to see what happened to Kareem. Our tech exists only in talk. Sam, same for the footage at the pharmacy. Kyle in season 1 showing Pinky footage on his own TV, or First Lady claiming VP's wife recorded his being scrambled. Tyler's films are films on the cheap. He absolutely does. But it's confusing. Like he just makes up story shit as he goes along. So General Martin's name is mentioned in the meet. Oh, thank you, Dominique. Thank you. As soon as I knew he was going to say it. As soon as he said it was brought up that he had an affair with the First Lady, I said he's going to say entanglement. And be damned, he was like, I had an entanglement, Veronica 2.0. I was like, this Mad Max brings the humor again. Like, Mad Max and Bobby Bottom, by far the comic relief of this series. Like besides that bullshit fight between Richard and Barry, Mad Max, Bobby Bottom, they made it happen again. I mean, I love those two characters. If Tyler Perry had better writers or more writers, they could flush those two guys out. What's going on with Lily? Who did Lily call, and why we haven't seen her or mysterious phone person? Because I'm assuming that's going to be something important at some point. but they need to do this. And then they said that they're meeting before the vice president's press conference. But I thought he's going to meet with the senators, which is not the same thing. So are we switching? Is Tyler Perry switching this thing up? And now the vice president is going to have another press conference where he's going to say, I was wrong. The vice president didn't kill anyone. He actually helped his murdering son, which is basically the same thing Veronica said anyway. Like, it doesn't make sense. Also, do you think Donald was flirting with Alan when he told Alan that he could come over to his place for drinks? I think he was. I think Donald was trying to feel Alan out to see if, he wants to get down with Kyle. I mean, I don't know. I mean, also, when Kyle gets out of that cell, he's probably going to shoot Alan if this whole Alan and Donald thing goes too far. Why hasn't Ellen had a funeral? Like, why hasn't Alan made any effort whatsoever to coordinate a funeral for this woman? Suspect. I mean, I don't get it. Gripley gave up both of his weapons to Kyle. So how's he walking around the White House securing anything with no service weapons? Like, how is that okay? Like, I don't understand that. Also, Priscilla calls Alonzo and says, we need to talk. So somehow Alonzo is a part of this whole taking down the president thing. Like, is that because he was there when Jason confessed to murdering Gene? I guess. Like, what does Alonzo got to do anything? And he still hasn't got his weapon back. Has he? Has he got his weapon back from Alan? I cannot remember. I don't think he has. So Sam is going to die. No, he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. We're not going to have Kyle kill Sam. Like, so even the preview, they're just having a face off with guns. Like, he's going to be fine. No. Kyle, Nancy could die. Nancy could die and the show would be all right. Sharon could die. Dale definitely should be dead by now. I really don't know why Dale's still alive, but no, Sam is too important. Veronica Harrington still wants him. Priscilla probably still cares. She's just upset. It was hilarious that Donald and Hunter were making fun of how short Alonzo was. Alonzo found something. What did he find? I don't remember him finding anything. She did. Priscilla was talking like he had some kind of secret evidence or whatever on the White House computer. What did he find? You remember when Mad Max and Bobby Bottom and Max's girlfriend broke into Donald's house and hacked into the Pentagon or whatever? Like, that never turned out to be anything. If not, Sam's going to be in an arm sling. I'll give you the arm sling. I'll give you Sam might end up in the arm sling. Yes. Gripley comes in and somehow breaks the whole thing up before they start shooting. I think Ripley is gonna save the situation. That's what I'm thinking. Because we need him. Also, back to evidence not discussed. Why didn't Bobby and Max inform the vice president that Donald tasked Kyle to waterboard Lily? Like, that's a crime. You know what I'm saying? So you could get the chief of staff fired for that and Kyle fired for that. Why didn't Griff call Donald when he saw him down there and gave Kyle his guns? He told Donald. He didn't have to call. He told Donald, hey, your man is downstairs, and Donald still sat at his desk. And then, in fact, he went to go see the president. Like, he doesn't make no effort to go down there and see him. Heck, next, text, Snapchat or something. Donald he don't care. I mean, he cares, but somehow he doesn't care, because now he and the president are conspiring that they believe Kyle is going to kill Sam, and somehow that's not something that has to be explained. A Secret Service agent gets murdered in the White House, and somehow they just think they're just going to cover that up, or that's self-justified because the other Secret Service agent was in a cell. Again, this is supposed to be the vice president's secret cell. So again, how did Donald have the key to find that room in the first place? How did Gripply know about the room in the first place? That doesn't make any sense. Like and why is it in the White House and not in the vice president's quarters? Because he has his own office building of sorts, down the street from the White House. So I don't get that. Also, once again, Donald is suggesting that Hunter is trying to get to the hospital to go see this random nurse that we never actually put eyes on. So I'm not sure what's the point of that. Like, I mean, if we're ever going to get back to that, are we ever going to see this nurse? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Donald and Kyle, Donald and Hunter making fun of how short Sam is quite hilarious. But again, as Veronica pointed out, I guess Sam is big where it counts. I suppose. I think Don and Kyle are going to get married next season. If they get married, that will be closer to the end of the show. I can see it happening. But it would definitely be when Tyler Perry's about to wrap this thing up. They need to get back to the Rakadouchi stuff. They need to get Ruth back in here and help Barry get back to his storyline of trying to save his daughter. That's the only storyline that makes Barry sympathetic. Everything else makes Barry look like a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I just hate his character. Like right now. Hold up. So when Richard goes over to talk to Kareem and he spontaneously says, "Hey, Dale, why don't you come to my house so I can protect you?" How in the fuck did Dale already have his bags packed? His one bag packed right next to the door so he could easily pick it up and walk outside. I was like, what in the fuck? Like that doesn't make sense. Veronica 2.0 is really going to earn her name for sure next week, getting ready to kill her son. I see your points. I think if she actually was going to go through with it, they wouldn't have showed you it. I think the fact that they showed you that she's going to maybe make an attempt and then Hunter's going to come in. She's going to make an attempt and then Hunter's going to come in and stop her. I think his daughter died. Whose daughter? Barry's daughter? So you think Barry's daughter died? If so, I don't think so. I mean, they have I'm sure she's fine even on Ruthless. I'm sure she's fine. But that would be even let's say she did, maybe she did die. It still would be a good storyline to be like he's making an effort to get her body back. But I'm sure she's fine. Because I'm assuming at some point, again, once they start wrapping the show up, that he's gonna get his daughter back and Ruth somehow is gonna be back. Yeah, Barry. No. His daughter's fine. His daughter's fine. But they just haven't mentioned it. And wasn't Ruth was trying to get out of the Rakadouchi cult, and that never went anywhere. She just went back, and that's it. Like, she hasn't made a call to anybody. She hasn't texted anyone. It doesn't make sense. Like I don't know why they haven't got back to that. Why would Richard tell Priscilla that Sam was even involved in this thing? He knew that was going to upset her, and then they have to go through that. Also, Priscilla will catch me on Friday as I do the season finale of A House Divided, where Priscilla's in that too. On the counter party, they had kids to drink something that they were murdered. Oh, okay. So in Ruthless, they were preparing to go to the Raku, and everybody was going to drink something, but that didn't happen in that show, and it certainly didn't happen in this show. But I see where you're going. Sharon even asked Dale, is he on his way? Only later to have Richard, who was still at home, say Sharon text me. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Wait. I loved how Richard was steadily getting into his car and was like, I'm going to go get Kareem. Send me the address, fucking Sharon. I'm like, why are you getting in the car when you don't even know where the fuck you're going? Like that doesn't make sense. Like, what was he getting in the car for? He don't know what direction he's driving. Why didn't Sharon just go with him? I mean, just go with him and get Kareem or bring him back. It doesn't make sense. What happened to the packet that Priscilla gave General Martin? That's a good point. What happened to General Martin? What happened to Blakely? Like, Tyler Perry, he just introduces these characters for what fucking reason? Doesn't make sense. Like, oh, shit. I don't know. But again, Diana's death, Yuma's death, the drone strike, like these are things that Bobby Bottom and Mad Max should be bringing up. Like Kyle, if they can get Kyle, they can get Hunter and Donald, right? They get Kyle the flip of any of this stuff. Like, what was Max talking to Sam about? I think if I remember correctly, Max was like he had a secret or he had some information, and Sam was like, yeah. Like they were talking in code. I didn't know what that was about. I thought at first Max was saying, hey, I still got that random ass truck outside that I want you to put Kyle in. And again, that truck is still sitting there and no one's even looked at that. I'm like, don't make sense. But anyway, Alonzo needs to be more helpful. What else we got? Did you see Donald Kyle in his cell looking like he's doing yoga or something? Like that shit was hilarious. I don't know why Sam just have started this hasn't let Max just torture this dude. Also, up until this point, so Kyle and Sam have worked together for a while, right? So why is it Kyle doesn't know that Sam doesn't have any kids? Like, why is he asking about the kids? Like, do you have kids? I know you have a wife. How do you know this man has a wife? How you worked with them all these years and don't know they don't have kids together? That doesn't make any sense. Speaking of kids, why haven't we seen the vice president's kids? Like they've had several meetings in their house and you've heard no kids. You've seen no kids. I'm like, his kids and Max's son. Like, where are these damn kids? Like, just why make them part of the story if you're not going to acknowledge them? Irritating. I don't know. The only kid at this point is Gail right here. Gail / Lauren. Like, I need her to come back. I mean, now that she's dead on Power Book 2, she's come back to the show. Are we going to see Victoria's father again, which I doubt, to be honest? The flush out how Sharon really knows him. Like, are we ever going to get into that? I wonder. Again, at this point, I'm looking at the scene where like Kyle is leaning his arms through the bars of the cell where he could easily just reach out and grab Sam, bang his head against the bars, get this magical device that he has that tracks the cipher on the thing, and just get out. Like it's not that hard. Like I don't know why they're stressing this thing out. Irritating me. I don't know. The general market pack. I think so. As they get to the season finale, that they're gonna have the big meeting. Like somehow Kyle or someone is going to ambush everyone at the vice president's place and take everybody down at the meeting. Like I'm pretty sure that's why they magically need everybody to show up. It's gonna be some foolishness. Maybe Lily will show up at this meeting that she didn't know anything about. Maybe she'll show up with this mysterious person that she called. Maybe that'll be a thing. I don't know. She is coming back for season 4. I hope so. Again, they keep on talking about her. That's another thing. The vice president and his wife did not mention her to the big group to be like, hey, she may have some important information. I don't see Jason and her being in the show. I think Jason's gonna go. I think he's outlived his usefulness. Like what more craziness can he get into? I would like for him to. I think as Stacey would say, I like for him to be murdered. Just so he can go. All All right. So that is the end of the episode. Anything else would you like to discuss before I say I will see you later? If not, thank you guys very much for joining me. It was awesome. I miss Stacy. I hope you miss Stacy. If you do, please leave a permanent comment on the video telling Stacy how much you wish to have her back, and we look forward to her return. Again, I will be here Friday to say goodbye to A House Divided. The crew will be back on the weekend, minus Stacy, to do Bel Air. Kings of Napa. Kings of Napa ends this week, and it should. I'm pretty sure that show's not going to get renewed. So we're going to end up Power, Force, and Double Cross, which only has like about a couple episodes left, so that's going to be off soon. And Batman, actually. So I'm seeing Batman on Saturday. So sometime next week, I'm going to do. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's been a while since I did it by myself. You feel like you're talking to yourself, but with the live chat, I'm talking to you guys, so that's cool. So anyway, Jack Reacher, we're gonna do Reacher on Amazon. We're gonna do that next weekend. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna shit all over that show. Definitely gonna. But anyway, so we're gonna do all that stuff. Stay with us again. Please like on this video, comment on the video. Oh. Next week, Ruthless comes back. Next Friday, Ruthless is back, which I hope is the last season, and I hope is exciting. So we're gonna do that. Do you want us to do Harlem season 2 when it comes back? I cannot believe Amazon renewed that show, but that's on the list. Coming up. Then we got P Valley when that comes back. We got a lot of things. Showtime, the HBO show about the Lakers. We might start reviewing that show next week. Chris is a fan. I don't know shit about basketball, to be honest. But if the show is good, and we might review it. It's HBO, so I'm pretty sure the show will be good. So we might start. That might get on the rotation on that. But anyway, guys. Thank you guys very much. Have a great night. I will see you again later.